Welcome, everybody. I'm just doing a clay little Palo Santo cleansing on the new decks here. We get new little investments for the channel. I'm very excited about this Faded Pocket Love Oracle because we do a lot of questions and Q&A on here, and I have her one deck, but this has different sayings on it, because this is more for a relationship. So everything is relative, you know what I mean? Let's start off right here. Oh, my darling. Welcome, everybody. Don't worry if anybody's wondering, we have not started yet. I'm a little behind. Here we go. I'm going to roll the dice, and then we're going to bust out our new motherfucking cards and see what's happening. Okay, 4th house, Libra, and Neptune. Okay, so part of the 4th house is like your family, your roots, security, private life. And Neptune, definitely part of the psychic gifts, okay? Also can be part of illusions, though, and what hides in your subconscious. Okay, so I feel like with this Libra, this isn't a good reading for somebody. It's like your subconscious has been playing tricks on you when it comes to the past, of thinking that something was such a great life when maybe it possibly wasn't. Seeing something as, like, I know my mother, now that her husband's dead, because there was such an illusion around her relationship to begin with, she can now, because he's deceased, live in an illusion that their marriage was perfect and their marriage was awesome this whole time, when really, up until he died, their marriage was garbage. Okay, what up? Okay, so it's like some people can really fucking illusion themselves into believing that something is amazing when in reality, they know it isn't. But because they're not living it out anymore, they can live in the illusion under which they say it appears. So my nose is getting really freaking itchy. Okay, so give me this Libra, please. These cards are so awesome. They've got a reverse meaning on them as well. And it's like, this is what I need them for, because I need to see the writing. Here it is. Oh, wow. That's weird. Okay. Taking a more active role in your love life, finding fresh inspiration or creativity, a positive outlook on finances, renewed willpower to achieve financial goals. Boredom in your love life, discontent with your job, feeling unhappy with your career, disillusionment with money. There it is. Okay, 4 of Cups, apathy. See, someone's trying to make it seem like they're okay in their situation and everything is picture perfect, but in reality, they're bored, they're discontent, they feel unhappy, and they're disillusioned with money and envy of financial situations. See, they're trying to fucking pull one over on me right live, and I ain't gonna let them do it. So don't let them do it to you. Don't let them pull a fast one over you, because someone's fucking trying. Someone's trying to make their life seem like it's something and it's not. Okay? The Chariot. That's that fucking Cancer energy in the 4th house. Asserting control. Financial, like somebody keeps talking about financials. And you know what's funny is there's nothing about financials in this reading. And they're trying to put the financials in it as if that's why they chose to do things, because financially it was... I don't know the end of that. Financially, it was what? Too restraining, too open, too... I don't know. Somebody is trying to be assertive. Again, maybe trying to, like, I don't know if this is the person that's trying to lie to you. Oh, that's going to be frozen. Okay, give me this Neptune. Avoiding financial ruin or bankruptcy. Somebody has money on their fucking mind. Reconnecting with an ex, healing after a breakup, returning to a previous job, moving back in with parents, receiving financial gifts. Okay, there isn't a pentacle here, and now every single card says money on it, and there's no pentacles here. So, like, what the fuck is up with that? That's weird. That's giving me weird. Something's weird with this. 10 of Swords in reverse. Something's weird. Not 6 of Cups. Reunions. Like, somebody is, I feel like, this disillusionment, spiritual surrender. It's almost like somebody has to surrender to you and tell you the truth and remove these secrets and give you some type of stability or something to lean on, and they fucking won't. They're going to take all of the financial... Somebody owes you money. I think really that this is where we're going. Somebody owes you money, and they're not going to they don't want to give it to you. It's like subconsciously they are lying to themselves about something that is yours. Bullseye on the bottom of the deck. Look at that. Bullseye on the bottom of the deck, but it's in reverse. An aggressive partner, a bullying behavior, intense arguments, ruthlessness or viciousness at work, arrogance, use of intimidation, fraud, scams, involvement in shady financial deals. Involvement in shady financial deals. You see what I mean? What up, Danny? That's my moderator, motherfuckers. Don't fuck around. My moderator's gonna kick your ass if you don't be good in here. But other than that, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I said it was Wednesday yesterday, but it's Wednesday today. As I said, whoopsies. Look at this guy. I literally was like, whoopsies. Oh, the Hierophant. Oh, I love this deck already. Don't you love? I love new decks. Hey, loving it. I got my new decks. We're doing a live, and then I'm coming after your ass. Chop, chop. A lot of energy going down today. Okay, so Hierophant, stability, transitional shift, spiritual connection, teamwork, guidance from a mentor, ensuring financial security. Okay, this is what I mean. I do not know what somebody is doing with something that belongs to you. I don't know if it's an inheritance. I don't know if they owe you money. I don't know if this is something they're hiding in another dimension, or if this is in some type of karmic debt, perhaps. Okay. But this is bullying behavior. Like, they've been officially caught in some type of argument about you. Okay. About a financial argument that has your name on it. Now, this person is trying to cry. Okay. I feel like this is the person who's keeping this money from you. They're trying to act like something you're doing is offending them or making them upset, something behind their back. Okay. This person, the way that I see this is, I feel like this person is delusional. Okay. Whoever this person is in your past, whoever this emperor is, or the chariot energy, maybe they're Cancer. They could be Cancer energy. They could be Taurus. I mean, we have double Cancer here. They could be Libra, could be Sagittarius. Basically, or Scorpio energy as well. Basically, what I'm getting is somebody's pulling a scam over you, or they're frauding you. That's courage in reverse. Somebody made a very, very weak move. And maybe is this motherfucking person on the bottom of the deck who is the devil. I've never seen the devil represented as a female before in a deck, which is amazing. And she's in reverse. Gaining control over your love life, taking greater responsibility in your career, feeling empowered at work, overcoming bad financial habits, achieving financial independence. Again, every single card has the word financial on it. So the fact that it's in reverse with the devil, I feel like this is you then. You're being represented as this Capricorn energy that's regaining control over your life. Okay, because this person, I feel like this person is married. Okay, this person has stability. They have somebody to lean on. Them attacking you, they just want to attack you because they want to take something, because justice, something to do with justice. They've got their hand in the law, or they could be contesting a will. Okay, in their boredom stasis. Okay, they could be contesting a will and they think they're going to get it. Okay, they really, truly, honestly believe that if they give a good enough performance to the judge or to whoever's there, they're going to get something over you. Okay, someone's trying to pull rank over you. And you're regaining control of it, which is incredible. Because it might have taken you, like, you could have went through bankruptcy. This is an analogy, right? Could have went through bankruptcy. You could have lost your job. You could have lost all your money. You could have went into the negatives. You could have been owing from family. Okay. And this is because somebody, it's an analogy. So it seems like it's coming out in 3D for sure. Whether or not they're actually physically doing something in 3D, I don't know. But it's sure as fuck attacking you in 3D. The Magician, as I'm holding the Magician. What up, Jess? Hello, everybody new here. You've never had a reading. Well, maybe today's your day to get a reading. Light bulb moment with the Magician, creating opportunities for romance, taking an active role in love, seizing career opportunities. Seizing career opportunities. You realize that that's the first time that it hasn't said something about financials. It has something about you seizing a moment to be able to create a financial moment. Plus it says chasing financial opportunities instead of gaining over a financial situation. Okay. A failed investment, breakup, defeat, infidelity, office politics, from stress to burnout. I almost feel like, again, infidelity, they feel like you're doing something. Okay. They're acting like that person you're making out with is their partner and they're something and their control or something they're supposed to have. Like they're acting like that's what you're going to do. Like if they come back into your life, you're going to take their partner or something like that. And it's literally courage in reverse, bullseye in reverse. They couldn't be farther off from the reality of the situation. They just want to see something their own way. And actually, the way Spirit's kind of making me look at this is you see those two together, okay? That guy looks a lot like that guy right there with the hair kind of situation. I mean, other than the fact he doesn't have a beard, but he kind of looks like the same guy. Okay, she kind of looks like this chick right here. So again, like I don't know if you like took their boyfriend, took their husband, or I don't know. Somebody cheated on somebody. Because it's an analogy. I don't exactly know how they're gaining financially over you. Look at unforeseen. What is this? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. External circumstances impacting your relationship. Feeling powerless in your love life. Struggling to adapt at work. Unforeseen financial setbacks. This has damn right financially set you back. Again, there's not a pentacle in sight. A pentacle still hasn't fallen on the table, yet this entire reading is about money. Turn the page. Follow your path. The Eight of Cups. Leaving an unhappy relationship, dealing with abandonment issues, quitting an unfulfilling job, taking a break. Prioritizing happiness over financial security. Okay, so clearly Ace of Wands in reverse. Woo, a passionate love affair. Okay, follow your path. Clearly, I don't think your financial state has been okay for a very long time, and I think it's because of this person. They are seizing your financial security somehow. There's a lot of cups here. So I'm guessing they're more emotional about things than they should be. They're most likely acting from the heart instead of the mind. And again, there isn't a single pentacle here, so I don't know why it's all about money, yet the universe is like, there is no money. Maybe that's what it is. There is no money. There is no money they can steal from you, yet they're still trying. Action. Stay focused. Eight of Wands. Excitement and surprises in love. Rapid progress at work. Fast movement of money with cash flowing in and out quickly. So something's changing quick. Okay, the Hangman in reverse, gaining new perspectives, shifting in your love life, a recent career change. So wasted financial sacrifices. You have I feel like whatever this has been a part of, it was part of your journey to sacrifice your money to show what this person was going to do. So you said, you know what, fine, I'll sacrifice my money just to expose what you're doing. And you did it. So that's why you've been so broke. Feeling that something is missing in your love life, a false sense of success, nearing a financial goal, yet feeling unfulfilled despite financial stability. So nearing a financial goal, something is in sight. Okay, that's the World in reverse. Something is in sight that has possibly been out of sight for a very long time. I mean, I keep just kind of looking at her eyeglasses there. And with the clouds, I feel like it's, there's a possibility. It's a cloudy possibility. We might not be able to see everything that's exactly going to happen. Okay. But we feel like we know what's missing and what's happened. Therefore, hopefully this will now shift the energy forward. So stay focused on shifting your reality forward. Okay, because I kind of believe that this could be a lot of mind over matter, right? Keeping yourself in the positive spectrum as opposed to fading into the negative, knowing that something could go wrong. Like, yeah, but how about feeling possibly like if you stay in the positive spectrum, it might happen just because you've decided to stay in the positive spectrum, right? What up, Sarah? Okay, so it's kind of like that. It's kind of like it's mind over matter. Like, stay focused. Okay, stay focused. And again, whatever this person is talking about financials this whole time when there is no money is fucking crazy. So I don't know who this person is that keeps thinking they can get money out of you. There's no money. There's no money. There isn't any money here. So there's a focus on making it in the future. There's a focus on it definitely being stolen from you, but there is nothing here that indicates money needs to be given to them or that you owe them something, because you don't. So I don't know what they're going off of. I don't know what they're hypothesizing off of. But let me tell you, somebody has financially burdened you and you sacrificed your money to prove and expose that that's what they've been doing this whole time. So there's been, I'm sure this hasn't eaten up your money. And again, it's an analogy. I'm sure it hasn't eaten up your money your whole life, but I definitely believe that you sacrificed definitely a part of your life where money was obsolete because it isn't here to prove that they were taking it, which means I'm sure that there's a financial abundance that's there, but it can't come to you because they know about the sticky fingers. They know that people in your family want to take it. They know that your money hungry friends want to steal it. Therefore, they have to keep it away from you, expose what's happening, shift you out of that energy so then you can receive it, thus not being stolen from ever again. But this might require, again, all in the chariot energy moving. Now, not everybody is, can just pack up and move. Not everybody is entitled to that richness of life that they can just travel around and leave places. So I don't know if it's an actual analogy that you have to pack up and leave, or it's an analogy that you have to move forward, which will leave things in the past, but some things are meant to be left in the past. Okay, because they don't have any future with you at all. They were lessons and they need to stay in the past where all the other bullshit is. Okay, so good first reading with our new deck. You guys technically got the first reading. Look at that, the Fool on the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Swords. New financial possibilities. Avoid making financial decisions based on emotion. You see, somebody's been doing something codependently with somebody else, okay? And I think that they're making moves in their emotional state. And that's can't be making harsh, rash decisions in an emotional state. You need to ground yourself, get the information, control yourself. Someone's got out of control, okay? And when you get out of control, you got to deal with those consequences. You know what I mean? You know what's so weird? As you say that, I'm Dutch. And this is a sick Dutch fucking tradition. So St. Nicholas, right, is the Dutch Santa Claus, and he has a black servant named Black Peter that is actually a white guy who he forces to paint his face black so he can call him Black Peter, and he enslaved him. And it's it's this Dutch story that they tell. And I hate it. I actually hate it. It always made me super uncomfortable as a kid because we'd go to these Dutch things and there'd be Black Peter running around, who was actually a white guy with a black painted face, and it was so creepy that I never actually read the whole thing. I never really listened to my Oma explain anything because I was so offended, even as a child, that the so-called Santa Claus had a black slave. What the fuck? What the fuck? I was, oh my God. I haven't addressed the Dutch culture in many years. And that is why. That's the thing, right? He probably didn't. There's probably a little bit more behind that, because I know even Black Peter had somebody that he used to walk around with, true, and then they threw black licorice at all the kids. Oh, Dutch and their black licorice bullshit. Oh, it's so fucking gross. Hate black licorice. And that's because of my goddamn Dutch ancestors shoving it down my throat all the time as a kid. What? Anybody that loves black licorice, honestly, good for you. I do love black Sambuca, though. I gotta say. Black Sambuca chilled. Oh, over some rocks. Woo! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Okay, people. Let's test the relationship cards. All right. Does anybody have a relationship question? Because I've got new cards. And these are the relationship cards. Look at sexual chemistry, self-love, sacred friendship, romantic connection, release, desire to control, red flag, learn more about each other, karmic relationship, cut the cord, boundaries, beautiful possibilities. Look how beautiful this one is. Beautiful possibilities with that aortic pump. Oh, that's so pretty. Allow divine timing and step back. Isn't that crazy? Answer your question. I don't know what that means. Whose question? Do you want me to? You got a question, Danny? Somebody asked me a relationship question. Please. Don't make me get desperate, people. Okay. I will start another reading if nobody wants to talk right now. You can think about your question. I really want to test this deck, everybody. Let's test the deck. Let's see. And I don't want to ask a question because I know it's going to tell me the truth. Don't ask the question unless you're ready for the truth. Oh, Danny, what's your question? My question is... Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I don't know if I can answer that with these cards. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, Danny wants to know what kind of relationship she's going to have in the future with a man. Are you ready, Danny? Woo! Here we go. Give Danny the honest answer. Step back. Red flag. Oh, that's not good. So, okay, I kind of feel like, I mean, let's see what the book says, but I feel like what they're saying is it could possibly be a relationship coming in your life, okay, that physically you can actually step back from when red flags happen because you won't have to be the one that deals with it. They will. Well, yeah, I know. I asked for the future. So red flag is, this is a warning. Think back and take note of the ill omens or toxic behavior you have already seen and tread carefully. So this person might have like a little bit of like a rage almost. And with step back, take a deep breath. Add a buffer of safe in your space. So, oh my God, this type of relationship is going to be really fucking interesting, because I feel like it's the kind of relationship where you step back, like, yes, let the man deal with the situation, but then you're also that person that helps him make the better decision because you're there. So you become an active calm down, like a stimulant for them to concentrate on, so then they don't do anything because they're so powerful. Okay, so Danny, are you short? I don't know if you're short or not, but if you are, like, no matter what, I feel like this person's going to be big. And if they're not big, they've got a big energy. Like, they can handle themselves, but it's a powerful energy. Okay, so whoever is your future partner is powerful as fuck. Don't allow them to ruin their lives by investing into the people negativity, right? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Axel Rose. Do you like we bring them to awareness of their strengths so we regulate, right? Exactly, right? Like, I honestly, Danny, I gotta say, I like this type of relationship. 160, I don't know, big dick. Well, they definitely act like they do have one. So I imagine, but that's the thing. See, he might have a massive one, actually, now that you say that, because that's sometimes what happens with men with rage, because their equipment is of a certain size, it increases their size. Okay, so this is a guy. Okay, so if you want to know if he's tall or not, I would say this guy's like 7 feet tall. I don't know how many centimeters did you say? 169 centimeters. All right, let me get my measuring tape out here. Okay, this only goes to 150 centimeters. Wow. How many feet is that? I'm trying to figure out how many feet that is. That'd be like 4 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're not that tall. Like, I don't know, 5'5", maybe? Something like that. So this dude's gonna be huge, Danny. Okay. This is my little sewing kit that I put into the Nightmare Before Christmas box. Isn't that adorable? It's my miniature sewing kit. Oh. Okay. Does anybody else have a relationship question? Oh, people below me are knocking on the door to get their crack. Here we go. Who is that? Brooksbank. 5'4". Ah, yeah. See, isn't that what I said? I'm like, you're got to be like what, 5'4", 5'5"? Okay, well, Duncan, we'll ask that. Can you channel for me? Okay, but you got to ask a specific question. Okay. Yeah, love questions, but I'll do that one though. With your baby daddy, do I have to worry about my daughter with her baby daddy? I'm going to ask that question because I want to know. Okay. Who is that? Is that Jess? Okay. Does Jess have anything to worry about with her baby daddy? Unlikely, it says. No, yeah. I got the same thing. I was like, see how those two little balls are kind of coming? I was like, you know what? That's a pretty good bond. I was like, I don't really think you have anything to worry about. Like, I like that. And then it says unlikely. And then look, no. So you're in the clear, girlfriend. What was that other one? What's coming in for love? Let's ask these ones. Who is that? Duncan? All right. What's coming in for Duncan? All right, boundaries came out right away. Cut the cord. And release desire to control. Okay, so Duncan, you got to put some boundaries up. Okay, but at the same time, you need to put your boundaries up with somebody and cut the cord. Okay, somebody might be hanging on to your energy. Okay, and I think somebody might want to control you, or you might like relationships where people control you, and you got to set some boundaries, because having somebody control you, trust me, is not the kind of relationship you want to get, no matter how much it says or acts like, wow, you can totally control me. Doesn't that sound great? No, doesn't sound good at all. Okay. Desperate people do desperate moves, and that shit will get you fucking killed. Okay. So release desire to control whatever's happening. All right. Cut the cord with something and set some boundaries. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Will I find a man anytime soon? Good question. I want to know the same thing, but let's ask Elaine. Is Eileen going to find a man anytime soon? Or Eileen, sorry. Is Eileen going to find a man anytime soon? Look at that. It says, go, the time is right with no need to worry. So I don't know if you've got some type of event coming up or something that's going to come up. I would say get your ass out there, girl, because somebody's waiting for you. You don't got anything to worry about. You're going in the right direction with yes. So I don't know, maybe you might secretly hook up with somebody possibly that you know already and that you never would expect. You know what I'm getting? So I recently watched this movie called 1 Week with Joshua Jackson in it. It's a Canadian movie. And at this part, he's crossing Saskatchewan and his motorcycle craps out on him and he meets a woman. And this woman helps him and takes him on a horse ride and everything and brings him all through. It's such a beautiful movie. And at this part, after he leaves and says goodbye, the author, it's actually really, it's a book originally, and the author of the book is narrating the movie. And so they return back to that character at a certain point in the movie, and she decides that she's going to randomly go and visit her son out in Fort McMurray, right, where they make all the money in the oil, and her son was working. So she has to kind of mosey around Fort McMurray. I don't know if you've ever been there, but there ain't much there. And this man just comes walking up to her and needs directions. And she's like, oh, Danny, this guy's like 7 feet tall. Okay, nice big countryman, right? And she was like, yeah. And sometimes like my sister and I were eating breakfast the other day, and this dude came in and she was like, I'm sorry, my sister's jaw dropped. Usually that's where I'm always her right-hand man, and I'll go and get the guy's number or something like that for her. And she didn't do it. She thought he looked a little bit young, but trust me, like she wanted me to put my number on the back of a card and hand them out to people. And I was like, that's creepy. It's 2025. I'm never going to do that. But hey, if you see somebody, fucking give them your number. Who gives a shit? Hand your number out to 10 fucking people that night. Honestly, what does anybody have to lose anymore? Don't stand there and put it in your phone. Hand the number, do it as awkwardly as possible, shake your ass, and walk away. And I'm telling you, something's gonna work, okay? I swear, Eileen, you're good. You are good. Hey, you never know. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, Duncan. It just depends if you put your boundaries up and cut the cord with somebody. Let's see. I don't know if that's a really good question, Axl Rose, but let's see. What is Axl Rose's next 72 hours really? Whoa, you got an answer right away. Let go. With what? Get more information. No need to worry. All right, so I don't know if something's coming up. You might want to get prepared for something. So it's possible, you know, I think this is like, it could be mental preparation for a relationship, possibly something like that. Like let yourself go, maybe read a book, let loose. Don't worry about things. Don't worry about anything right now, all right? Keep your mind focused on life. All right, people, what are we at? 42:30. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for liking the video, by the way. It means a lot to like that video up there, all right? If you want me to stay on YouTube, like it, share, subscribe, roll with it. Oh, I'm getting a stereophonic song in my head right now. What is that song? Stereophonic. God damn, that's cold. Okay. All right, I'm going to dive into the next collective reading. Listen up, everybody. No problem there, Axel. You got it. Okay, here we go. Take what resonates and discard what doesn't. Let's see what the old pop art has to say next. Gotta love when you get a nice new deck of cards. Everything's been pretty quiet today. Oh, God, my damn nose. All right, Judgment on the bottom of the deck. Oh, the Tower. Oh, look how awesome that is. That's such a great card. I love the graphics. Okay, this was in reverse. Okay, so Judgment here. Embracing account. Okay, so I am feeling like somebody has to make a decision, possibly between two people. And you might be one of those people. Okay. No problem, everybody. Thank you, Danny, for all your help in there, buddy. So making necessary adjustments in your relationship and leaving a fragile relationship behind. And with this decision, deciding between two lovers, I feel like that's what this is about. Somebody they have to make a decision, a very difficult decision between two things, two people, two jobs, two directions. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go up? Do I go down? Do I leave? Do I stay? It's not, I don't know. I'm not too envious of somebody in this situation. Okay, because with Judgment, it seems like, right, especially if somebody's been kind of on again, off again with somebody, it comes down to like shit or get off the pot, especially if somebody is maybe not necessarily as committed as somebody else is, then they have to decide if they want to stay with them. Okay, I think that isn't that he's not that into you. Jennifer Aniston's character with Ben Affleck, he won't marry her, and she believes that one day he's going to want to marry her, and he's just like, nope, it's never going to happen, blah, blah, blah. So then she chooses to break up with him, right? Because, you know, she wants a bigger commitment. Okay. And I mean, that's just the analogy. Obviously, she didn't have anybody else to choose from, but this person is like, possibly they have a couple of people to choose from. Okay. And I don't know. I feel like they have to make the right decision here. Dreams fulfilled. Positivity leading to positivity. That's just a weird word. Positivity leading to romance. That's weird to say. Anyways, something leading to romance. So again, like I feel like it's somebody deciding a bigger commitment. There's the 10 of Cups. Right underneath. Return home, long-term stability. A sense of having enough. You see, when somebody wants that type of commitment, right? Versus if somebody just wants a one-night stand or just wants to fuck around, I feel like, I mean, even if there isn't anybody else there, that could be the universe kind of testing you to be like, okay, well, are you going to stay in this relationship even though it's not what you want and wait for something else? Or are you going to better yourself, get out of that relationship and wait for somebody better? Because that's, you know, you love yourself enough to do that instead of hang out in energy you don't like just to wait and see if the universe is going to give you something better. Eesh, that's fighting, you know, that's dealing with some fate there. Okay. So there's the King of Cups underneath, creative intelligence, a compassionate yet stable partner, earning respect, stability, being realistic yet hopeful about financial matters. And look at that. Oh my God. That's the 10 of Pentacles. This is the first pentacle that we've got, and it's a 777. Like, that is jackpot, baby. A financially secure situation. See, I feel like somebody is giving up a sex buddy and going towards the real deal. Okay, temperance on the bottom of the deck, patience, balance, well-being, reflection. Like, after some serious reflection, clearly somebody wants something better for themselves. And I feel like it's going to come. Right? You have to want it. There's the Emperor right there. With effort, 7 of Wands. Setting clear boundaries. See? When you set clear boundaries, when you let people know, I'm not just fucking you. This is either going to lead to something or it's not. But, you know, this one guy I was kind of sleeping with for a little bit to try to figure out, you know, if I actually liked him. It was somebody who I knew for a while, and I wasn't totally convinced, right, that he was the man for me. But I was like, I'm not just looking to mess around. Like, this is, if this works, and this is like something that I actually want. I'm not, just know that like our friendship is friendship. It's either going to be this or it's going to be nothing if that's what we want. And it freaked him out so much. And I was like, why did he just assume that I was committed to him? Why did he assume, you know, just because I said I was looking for a relationship, that I was saying I wanted one with him? That's not what I was saying. I was saying I don't just fuck around. And if you do, that's awesome. That's nice. Whatever. I'm not going to judge you, but I don't. And at that time, he was fucking around. So it was like, but he didn't want to be honest with me. And when people want to lie to you, that's why you have to set boundaries. You have to say what you're looking for, because you have to like get, differentiate the boys from the men, the boys who just want to fuck you for one night and use you for a bit versus the men that actually want to take you out and spend some time with you. There's a difference, right? Between like being, fuck buddies and just deciding that you're too lazy. You just move in with them. It's like a one night stand that turns into a relationship, but it's not an actual relationship. It's a continued one night stand for years and years and years. Okay. There's people who don't want that anymore and who won't do that. Do you think somebody like me would put on the first date? Are you fucking kidding? Oh my God, that's disgusting. Don't even know the person and you already want to sleep with them, right? It's like once you grow up, you become so much more mature than that, right? So if somebody is just looking for ass, they ain't gonna get it from you. So why would you even want to waste your time with them? Right? Because remember how worthy your time is and how much people really in reality are not worthy of your time at all. Okay. So like the fact that if somebody doesn't want to spend time with you or is only trying to see you at night or is only trying to, mess around with you and you're actually looking for something, please don't stay with that person thinking it's going to evolve into something if they're saying it's not. Because for the most part, guys aren't lying. Okay. They're not just going to try to lie to keep you somewhere. Whatever it is, it is. And I'm not speaking for all of them. Obviously, a lot of them do lie. They will say, oh yeah, I totally could see us dating. And then you don't speak to them again. Obviously, they pull that shit. But again, that's why you have to differentiate the boys from the men, because the men won't do that, but the children will. Okay. So if you actually want a jackpot, then you got to wait for the jackpot. You got to wait for those winning numbers. You have to put some effort into it, right? It's not like, I think partnerships are so much different than what we expected. There's death, shifts in your romantic life, leaving behind an unfulfilling role, experiencing financial loss, altering your perception on money. Like, I think altering your perception altogether on a lot of things is what's going to happen in the next little while with people in their dating lives. Because again, because your time is so valuable, to just give it away to somebody who just wants to use you, the universe ain't going to line you up with that. Okay. And if they do, eventually you're going to get sick and bored of it and you're going to walk away. Okay. Because the ones that are worth hanging around will. All right. Who's that? Ooh, that's the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. A shallow or self-centered partner, unreliable business partner, jealousy, envy, poor money management, hoarding, or stingingness. See, I think this is explaining the whole shallowness of possibly your partners in the past. Okay, there's a lot of romantic deceit here. Okay, and people think that a commitment in love looks like a one-night stand. Okay, chasing. Okay, we did a reading about that not too long ago. That Spirit says, please stop chasing. Okay, gotta stop chasing men. Gotta stop chasing women. Gotta stop chasing. Stop running around trying to find people. I mean, if they're not showing up, they don't want to. Okay, chasing them down means that you're chasing down a child. And if you chase them down once, they're going to expect you to chase them down all the time. And some people do that. Some people really do chase their relationships around for their entire fucking lives. Okay. And that's not a healthy relationship anyways. If you're trying to move into something healthy, then definitely you're going to want to shift your perception or perspection, okay, a little bit into maybe more or less something that you actually want. Okay. There is the King of Wands, leadership, a charismatic partner, taking the initiative in love. See, there are dudes and are energies that will take initiatives in love. Okay, that's why, I mean, if you actually talk to a guy, he'll tell you a lot of the bro code answers about how they deal with in relationships. If they trust you, they'll tell you. And the thing is it's weird. Guys, they will give a lot of it away, how they feel and what they expect, very noticeably. You just have to pay attention, and that motherfucker will tell you everything, what to do and what not to do, okay, pretty quickly if they're, if they're an emperor and they're in their energy. Okay, and it's, it's a female's job to read a man's energy, right? It's not just about chasing them, you're trying to get them to chase you around. The thing is that there's so much more to a man than even what I can say, because I feel like I can't even say it all, because I feel like I understand them a lot. Like I really do. Whether or not I agree with it is not, but as I age, I'm finding that I agree a lot more with a good gentleman's perspective than I do a woman's. And that's just because I think men think logically a lot clearer than women do in certain situations. So I feel like I can take their perspective seriously, whereas opposed to women act out irrationally quite a bit and off their emotions. Okay. So with the death energy here, I feel like somebody's shifting, getting out of their emotions, setting themselves up a little bit more stable, so then the right energy can come, right? Because if you're all like, you're both going like this and everything's, your life is shifting, it's very hard to ground in a relationship, because you can't even ground in your own life. So, I mean, I know a lot of people want a relationship because they want stability, but the whole point of a relationship isn't to create something for you, as opposed to you're co-creating with it, right? Don't just look for a man to give you stability. Like, I mean, you can find them, and it doesn't even matter what they look like if that's what you want, but finding a man with stability that you can actually get along with, that you can actually see something with, that you're not going to have to control. If anything, all you have to do is co-create with, all you have to do is stand with. Trust me, you don't have to worry about those people. Okay, so the decision between leaving the boy behind and choosing the man definitely is the theme of what collective's walking into, but it's just the analogy. So I don't know if it's as like literal as what I'm saying it, because it could be, or if it's like collective, chill. There's a lot coming in, but your perspective on it has to change before you get what you really need or what you're really looking for. So anyways, good relationship talk today, people. I feel like there's possibly some relationships starting pretty soon, and we're going to keep the advice with spirit. Obviously, take the advice if it resonates. If it doesn't, don't take it. Obviously, spirit doesn't give a fuck if you listen or you don't. They hope you do, but if you don't, it's like, whatever. Don't keep asking the question if you don't want to listen, though. Time is it? 4 o'clock. Tick-tacky, don't stop. I think we're going to call it quits, everybody. I like leaving it at that. And I like that. I like those little readings. So I think we're just going to leave it at that. I have a couple of things to do. So I am a little bit booked up. So I am going to skedaddle. So thanks for being here. All right, everybody. Honestly, I really do appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your questions. I hope everybody got the answers that they really need, not necessarily what they want, but what they definitely need. So thank you for being here. Thanks to our moderators for kicking ass. Actually, I don't think Pam is here. I think it's just Danny. Maybe was Pam in the beginning? Pam, are you here? I forget if Pam's here. Anyways, thank our moderators for keeping the chat. Thanks, Danny, for answering so many damn questions. And thanks for everybody for asking as many damn questions as you want. And we're going to peace out. We'll be back with our scheduled programming tomorrow, I believe, with the readings. And What day is tomorrow? Thursday? Oh yeah, I got some shit to do. So I'll definitely be around tomorrow. So watch for all the readings. Thank you very much for subscribing, everybody. Okay. Ryu, thank you for being here. We do have the 13th Moon Zodiac Tarot streaming the Zodiac readings every day. If you want to check that out on YouTube, go right ahead. Okay, check that out. Everybody new. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. Very important to like the video so YouTube will keep me here. And yeah, peace out. All right. Thanks you, everybody. Peace out, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for new. We welcome everybody. Goodbye.